Yeah, it's yeah. So what I basically like to do too is take like a long call and then a short call if there's one. Then you can kind of see this little range that it might be building, kind of a zone to play with. But sometimes if I don't take a trade, I do like to just leave a call on there, and so I come back to the chart later and see what like Bitcoin's doing. You can see just how it interacted with the line. Sometimes I like just drawing some stuff on the chart, and then it just makes you kind of see it when things play out and how it interacts with the lines, because I get lost with all these numbers real quick. And interesting, yeah, I'm just looking at this here, which I just drew that one, which would be the invalidation zone for that long. And in that you can kind of almost see it's painting a nice little top on that piece there. So it's saying that, so when I sit there and I put that on, the idea then is to go past THOR and what it's given me. So now I see that line, that purple line. I can visually see if it goes up on that line without making a trend line, right? Without zooming out and doing all that crazy fun stuff where, you know, you match it or harmonics and looking at the RSI and all that stuff. I just sit there, paint a couple lines on the chart, and then you sit there and you can see that there's this trend or a range that it's bouncing between. And so right now you can see THOR thinks it's going to come down here, theoretically. If it goes down, go here, bounce up about 1%, and it could go up and down, but ooh, I didn't see that. 64, hiding, zooming out. Oh damn, I see these harmonics, man. This gets you crazy. Yeah, ooh, seeing that changes everything. Not really. Let's see. 764. And then when I see those low calls, I always like to do the lower range one and then the higher range one, and then I kind of make myself a little zone box. If you do pursue the trade, you're able to just right at the beginnings. Yeah, nice. So the idea, where do we draw a trend line or something? So if that goes down here, it could bounce up again and then supposedly maybe drip down, or it just goes right through here. Oh, these are different times too, huh? It's younger, it's older. So it's, I would say, since there's a newer one at the top, I feel like it would bounce up and then could retrace down to that lower one and then bounce doing its thing. So it could, in seeing that, when you follow that motion, so if it did do this call where, hey, it goes down here, goes up 1%, goes down again, pumps up again to like 660, 6600. I see that as almost like a minor downtrend in that movement. So that's a possible thesis, and like, hey, Bitcoin is probably going to catch a move right down here. It could just pump back up. Or, you know, for me, I always just say, hey, on the side of bearish movement, kind of protects me when I'm just doing my longs, just always thinking more of a worst case. And so when I hit that green line, maybe pop up and then it goes down some more. So maybe I want to buy, if I look where I go off the rails a little bit, would be saying, hey, the likelihood of this going up and getting like under 1% or 1% isn't attractive. But if you could go down a little bit, I'm going to send it down. I'll try to catch that, like front running. I try to front run that bottom call a little bit. And then sometimes that could help when you're doing size or on drift or something. It's just the way it is. But what I like to do is see where it kind of couples a little bit. So you see your range, and without doing a bunch of TA and technical analysis, really, it's just seeing a pattern and drawing a line through it. So I just see this coupling right through here. That shows me a little something, that it likes to either bounce there. It might not be super strong or whatnot, but if we're doing a lower time frame, it's worthy of a try because it's a way better movement than me buying in here. I just feel like I'd rather buy here and there. to catch up to 60, which is cool. It should average me there if I do 50-50, which is nice. But that's just one way to approach a call too.